As I reflect upon my quality content on YouTube, I notice that when it comes to movies, I've been mostly positive. So for a while I thought to myself, why break that streak? Why become a cynic on YouTube when it's already in a crisis? Why not wait for a good movie to come out and I could smile at the camera once again? But I could no longer take it. I could not live on anymore without telling the internet, telling the world, yes, it is up to me, YouTube sensation, Tasty T, to tell you, to tell everybody why Fantastic Beasts doesn't work.
Let me tell y'all what it's like being male, middle class and white.
Fantastic Beasts is full of problems. Stilted direction from David Yates, flat and colourless cinematography, moments of editing that were terrible for a big blockbuster, and an uneven screenplay with characters whose relationships felt devoid of any genuine emotion. But all of this adds up to why I feel Fantastic Beasts doesn't work. It feels disingenuous of the kind of film it's trying to be. So let's just start off with the first problem. Now, when it came to the dark, grim scenes involving the cult, David Yates did an admirable job, but those scenes were very sporadic and quite spread out through the runtime. The majority of this film is compiled with scenes that are trying to be magical, whimsical, and entertaining. But because of how stilted the directing in this film is, from the awkward blocking that makes all the actors' movements feel forced, and the little energy that's in the frame, makes scenes that are supposed to be entertaining feel tiresome. And because the majority of Fantastic Beasts is made up of those scenes that fail because of the stagnant direction, then the majority of the film ends up being boring. And if I'm bored watching Eddie Redmayne trying to capture a monster in a zoo, then something is definitely wrong. But it's not just the directing's fault. Another problem with Fantastic Beasts is the cinematography. This movie is about a suitcase that is filled with giant beasts, wizards doing magic in New York, elves, giants in pubs, and this is its colour palette? Cinematography is so dull and colourless in this film, with only a limited amount of scenes being vibrant and colourful. And you could argue that the last 4 Harry Potter films weren't very vibrant, but that fit the dark, moody tone. This movie is trying to build a fun, colourful world and expand upon the magical universe of Harry Potter. But how am I supposed to be entranced in this world, be transported within it, when it has the colour palette of playground sand, and its camera movements are stilted? Alright, so far the directing and cinematography have been lacking and failed to make me enjoy this film. But maybe J.K. Rowling can save Fantastic Beasts with her entertaining screenplay and lasting characters. Set aside a few creative moments and the relationship between the Muggle and Aura's sister, that is quite sweet and satisfying. And you have an uneven screenplay with characters that lack genuine emotion. The story is really all over the place, with no real focus or consistent tone, but the main issue when it comes to the script is the characters, but more specifically, the main one. The character of Newt Scamander is supposed to be very awkward and quirky, but just comes off as dull and uninteresting. His main and only character trait is that he believes in animal rights, which is also his sole purpose for coming to New York. Not to settle an old score, or face his demons, or save a loved one. No. To release an animal in its natural habitat. Wow, so exciting. And while already being a bad character, Newt Scamander's interactions with other characters are painful to watch. His interactions with other characters in this film feel so devoid of real emotion because his responses to what happens to him and what other characters express to him is so awkward in the worst possible way. Awkward due to the screenplay that backs up no emotional payoff with Newt's relationships. They just come off across as Newt and another person pretending to express emotion to each other, but not convincing anyone. There's also one other gigantic problem I have with Newt's character, and it's that he has little connection to the main antagonist. I am not asking that it lives up to Harry Potter and Voldemort, but when Newt's to the main antagonist, "Oi mate, you're better than this," and the main antagonist is like, I'm in so much pain, and starts destroying things, it has no emotional weight because there is no relationship to have emotion. So not only is Newt a bad character, he ruins other characters because his relationship between them feels so unrealistic. This is because the writing is not strong enough to make those relationships feel real or authentic. Sorry JK, you're a beast, but this is definitely your worst writing outing. So the title of this review is Why Fantastic Beasts Doesn't Work. That's the title because this film tries to be fun and exciting, build upon a magical world people know and love, and have characters that we're supposed to be emotionally involved with. But because the technical components to pull that off didn't live up to that, this film doesn't succeed at being the movie it wants to be. Which is why Fantastic Beasts doesn't work. Hey guys, I would like to thank you all for watching my video. It took forever to write, but I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Expect some new videos soon. I'm thinking of finally filming that Q&A and possibly doing another review for another film. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and another one. Should I really continue this streak of negativity? Is this what Tasty Tea will become? I guess.
I'm rocking the suburbs, just like Michael Jackson did. I'm rocking the suburbs, except that he